All right, folks, welcome back to another week of Word of Mouth, talking mental health, relationships, etc. Y'all know the deal. Like and subscribe to the channel. Link down below to all our social media platforms. All right, this week we're getting into something a little more light, a little more positive. We're talking about the strong woman, more particularly the strong black woman. All right, the video I'm about to play is a depiction of it and something this woman had to learn as she got older and progressed in time, and why it portraying herself in a way, or anybody portraying yourself in a particular way, may or may not be beneficial for you. So I'm going to play the video, then I'm going to give my opinion when it's done.
Please do not address me as a strong, independent black woman. It's not a compliment. I never hear a man that is raising children alone say, I'm mom and dad. He never becomes overly feminine because he's raising children. But we as women become overly masculine because we are raising children, because I'm mom and dad and I got to do all these things, right? And now I put extra stuff on me and then I say, ain't nobody helping me. Well, nobody told you to do that. There is help available, all because I was trying to overcompensate for what daddy wasn't doing. I didn't have to be mom and dad. Now they got Mr. Chris and Mr. Eric over here. And I took them to be a part of different organizations, because when you think of something strong, you do not think of coming to the aid of it. So when we are looked at and walk around as strong, what we're putting out is, I do not need assistance. I don't need your help. So anytime a man says, oh, I love it, you're so strong, I said, no, I'm not strong. I'm resilient. I'm not independent. I'm interdependent. Because nobody ever comes to the aid of the strong person. So when I'm around men, my wrists are broke.
Yeah, so that was the video right there. I hope you guys enjoyed the little short clip, about 2-3 minutes, nothing long. But to get into it, let me go ahead and say I agree with everything she's saying about the whole strong situation and not defining yourself as that. I've said this a couple times to women, that defining yourself as strong is not something that's appealing to men in any type of capacity. There are ways to define yourself as strong as a woman that is still appeasing and alluring to men. Examples of these words is confident, sexy, alluring, seductive, graceful, elegant. While all these words are not masculine, they still possess that level of confidence or oomph about a woman that would drive her to a man. And FYI, before I even continue on, this is for women that are looking to find a husband or spouse or life partner, however you put it. If you're not looking for this, then it don't apply. So if it don't apply, let it fly. But to get back into it, and just because you're not saying you're strong, independent, and all that, there are actions in place that can make a man believe that you have those type of qualities about you. Because let's just be honest, being strong is a masculine trait. It's considered a masculine trait. And as a woman, there's nothing wrong with being your divine femininity. To the women that used to call themselves king and all that stuff, it's beyond me. Because a woman has so much power in her lust and her ability to seduce a man that I can't imagine why you would want to be a man in any type of capacity, aside from maybe like the birth and the menstrual cycle whole ordeal. Because I'll never experience it, I don't know, but it seems like a big ordeal. So that's the only aspect I can see why a woman would ever want to switch roles with a man. But actions that would consider you kind of masculine. When you get into an argument, you talk about all the things you have, all the things you bring, the education, yada, yada, yada. Let's break it down. For one, your education is cool, but what comes with your education? Your debt. So right there off the muscle, a man's going to look at you as a bill or a hindrance, because now most women, that from my experience and what I know, do not want to have to pay majority of the bills, do not want to have to pay a significant amount of the bills the longer they're with the man. Like maybe in the beginning they might be cool, but as time progresses, they want to do less and less and less on the financial aspect. So telling a man about your student loans, you're really just telling him about the debt you've accumulated for most people. Number two, talking about all the things you've done and the things you did and all that stuff in a masculine type of way. Like it's not a regular conversation. It's usually in an argument or something like that. Again, all you're saying to a man is that you don't need me. I can go do my own thing. If you can handle this, you can do this, you can do that, you can do that. Cool, no issue. Let me just move on to a woman that likes the little things that I do. Because the little things do matter, they do add up. It's like, it's an analogy I use. When you remember when your grandparents or your parents used to put coins in the big water jugs? At first, it was light. Even if it was just penny, it was very light. But as time progressed and got full, it got really heavy. And that's the same analogy I'm using here. At first, it may not seem like much, but those little things add up. The third thing would be how you present yourself or carry yourself. Nobody's saying you have to be smiling or all that extra stuff, but there should be some elegance or classy, some alluring about this. Walking around like a wildebeest will never attract a man. Walking hard, like I've seen women who walk so graceful and so charismatically that it's like, oh wow, who is she? Even if I didn't find her attractive, I could admire or appreciate things about her femininity. There's so much power in divine femininity that women underestimate that it's ridiculous. And then to get onto the second topic of the broken hands. Don't let your hands be so broke that it becomes lazy. Don't let your hands become so broke that you become useless. Yes, it's great to have the do it myself attitude. Yes, it's great to, as the saying goes, let a man be a man. But don't let it get to the point where a man believes you're useless to him. Because that can happen. Where it's like, okay, he's doing this, he's doing that, he's doing this. Because we'll recognize in his mind, it's like, what am I doing? I'm paying all the bills. I'm doing majority of the cleaning, the cooking, this, that, and the third. And why are you here? And that's what'll happen. The man will start thinking you're useless, and then you'll have other issues that will come up in that situation regarding that, because your hands are always broke when a man is around. So understand, define define the balance between being feminine and still being confident and empowered, and not becoming off lazy or like a schmuck. And that's all I got to say on the topic. Like and subscribe to the channel. This is Word of Mouth. Peace.
Mm.